The following editor is playing a game today.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Justin Parnell edits, but really plays, Hitman Blood Money. And welcome to part 3 of our latest installment of this game. We will be embarking on our journey to performing audits on people who deserve it, where we go in personally and show them exactly where they're going wrong. In this instance, we have our third mission that we're gonna do, which is by far my second favorite mission in this game, just because of how easy it is to get Silent Assassin. Though if it's anything like last game where I got a mysterious witness, well, then things can go wrong. I noticed a lot that most of how I'm playing is going well, but some little things here and there tend to catch me off guard. And as you can see here in this little cutscene here, 47 is, we're at his funeral. And for those who don't realize, people starting to wonder, how did he get there? Give it some thought. That was the issue, guys. I picked the wrong save file. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit normal. And as you can see, there are people attending our funeral. And for those who don't know, I might not spoil too much, but people are gonna slowly start disappearing. And I wanna know if people can make that connection as we delve into this game. I might tune back in here in the next episode to just show off the crowd, but just get familiar with what these nice people look like. But now we are going to embark our journey into Curtains Down. Easily the second best mission in this game for me, and the most easiest mission in this game.
The scoop of the century is a couple of wine guys getting whacked in Chile.
It wasn't the victims that caught my eye. It was their killer. I believed it was Mr. 47.
The bald killer clone? Come on, Jack. He's an urban legend. Even the CIA and your own FBI say he doesn't exist.
We say a lot of things, Rick. It's part of the job. Delgado was a very successful man. Successful men in that part of the world tend to be, well, call it security conscious. Not many people could have done this thing solo.
So you went running after a myth?
Myth? No. It merely caught my attention. One of my CIA friends was also intrigued. The opera incident heightened our curiosity. Have a look.
Hello, 47. We've got some business at the Paris Opera. There are two targets, the famous tenor and Richard Delahunt, the American ambassador to the Vatican. Our client claims they're behind a prostitution ring trafficking in boys and girls from Eastern Europe. Tosca is still in rehearsal, so there's plenty of activity at the Opera House and you shouldn't be too conspicuous. Ambassador Delahunt watches most rehearsals from his box. He travels with an armed escort, but there shouldn't be any other security to speak of. You'll get some cover from the construction crews renovating the theatre for the new season. We've also left you a pickup in the cloakroom. In the third act of Tosca, the tenor faces a firing squad. That scene may provide a useful opportunity. It's a straightforward assignment, 47, but the agency's been having some problems in Paris. Use extreme caution.
As you hear, we have to kill the famous tenor Alvaro de Lavade, don't know if I butchered that, and Ambassador Richard Delahunt. They, as you know, as Diana has kindly pointed out, these people are not nice people. They tend to, as you heard, they are wanted of suspected things that could put you on some form of list of some variety. Our job is to take them out. And for this mission in particular, because I'm very confident in my ability, and probably famous last words, I am going to take no weapons for this. Because you can do this without any gun. I'm aiming for Silent Assassin this mission because I have consistently always gotten Silent Assassin as long as I can remember. Except the few times I started learning how to play it. So what we're going to do is, this is a relatively short mission. We're going to walk here. We're going to go into this very nice Paris opera. Very nice decor, don't you think? And what we're going to do is we're going to talk to this nice security guard. He is going to give us the key to what we need to beating this level.
Here is your jacket, sir.
Thank you. Pistol.
Don't you want the jacket, sir?
No, just needed something from one of the pockets. I'll pick it up later.
Excuse me, monsieur. Just washing up, staring at a wall, not too suspiciously. Well, our plan here is to get a disguise. This mission only goes successfully if we can get a disguise. Unless he walks out. No, sir. You don't realize you have to. Oh man. Okay, there's another way we can do this. This whole mission hinges on it. I'm trying not to restart here because if I restart, it just ruins. It's just not fun to do it. But what I was supposed to do was grab his outfit and do what I was supposed to do. We have another person in mind we can try. Now that we have our pistol, we need to find a guard. We need to find an outfit. Let's remind myself where I am at. If we can get a police officer's outfit, that would also be very handy. Because police officers have complete access to this entire building. Which, I think we might have found our officer. No, we haven't. Usually it's an officer that is bald that goes into the bathroom that we could definitely take out. I'm just gonna wait in the bathroom a little bit longer. If I do take a bit long, well, so we're probably not going to do this the usual way I do this, which is go in here, take him out, and take his outfit. Because there's one other place I could do it, but it might involve having to kill a civilian, and we won't get that precious Silent Assassin reward. Because I got cocky. Hopefully one of these police officers join me. You're the police officer I need. What we're going to do is we're going to take our syringe. And mess this up. Oh no. No, stay down. Why did this go wrong? Oh, this went so wrong. Oh boy. Not what I was expecting, but now we have our way in. We're not getting Silent Assassin because we had to unfortunately kill the nice construction worker. Easiest mission I said this was gonna be. Yeah, nothing bad was gonna happen. I don't know if this music is licensed, so I'm gonna try my best to try and block that out. Hey man, I didn't push anyone down the stairs. But what's gonna happen is I am going to... I still can't believe I forgot the easiest Silent Assassin mission in this game. But we're gonna go through these doors, and we're gonna pick up the... Where's the nail gun? This is a nail gun. This is a very lethal object and should not be used by anyone. Except me. I'm a cop, allegedly. And we have to find our way into the backstage area, where we are going to deal with our target. And how we're gonna kill our target, it involves that pistol we found. Hey, are you just killing these rats? Get out. Actually. I'm gonna teach you guys a little Easter egg while we're here. So, take the nail gun. I'm gonna save here in case this goes badly. But what you could do here is... I never had to save in a long time, and I'm doing this on normal! But what you have to do here is, with my perfect aim, kill these rats. Because when you kill these rats, you are rewarded with a little keycard to the Rat Club. And when you got ticket to the Rat Club, you okay, man? Okay, man. And you gotta be careful walking into these rooms here, because there's two rooms we could walk in. There is the women's room, which if we run in, I get in very big trouble. But if we go in here, we go into the men's room, which is also very important. Now, we need to set up our little plan here. And I walked into the women's room. Like a dummy. And hide in this closet. This mission is not going well. I said this was like the easiest mission in the game, and I'm messing it up. Oh, I'm messing it up. Now, what we have to do is wait for one of the actors to come inside. Now, what you could do is take his disguise and dress up as him and just kill the guy. Or we can watch him practice his moves with his gun, where he has the fake World War I pistol. He's fine. He's just. He doesn't know I'm in here, by the way. We have to wait for him to go to the bathroom before we swap out the pistol. Otherwise, if there's two pistols, he'd get very... Oh, you got good form, man. He'd be very suspicious of why there's two handguns there. So, we have to wait for him to leave and take his bathroom break. His union allocated bathroom break, where we will put down the real World War I pistol and take the fake World War I pistol, which I believe is a Mauser pistol. Hello, sir. I definitely did not do anything suspicious in there, to which I'm also going to go in here and not do anything suspicious. Typically, in this game, if you wear a police officer's uniform or one of the security guards, you basically have unlimited access to the entire area. But what our plan here is to do is we take our mine, we put it down here, and all we have to do is watch the performance. But before we do that, I am going to show you a very nice little secret that I told you. Remember that I shot those rats? When shooting those rats, you get a key card to a room that you can't really get into. And what you do is, you run past this very, very cautious looking guard, and I believe what room it is. It's the room down below. You go to this room that has an exit, and you proceed to walk down along here. And what we have is a security guard walking here, a guy who can barely get inside. I understand. And we have to take the Lightroom keycard, which will be very handy for our next part of the mission. What we can do, after this guard stops suspiciously looking at me, is take this swipe key and go inside. And if you don't know what's going on, what we have here is a bunch of rats playing poker and a little boxing tourney going on. And they're having a party while everything's going on. It's actually quite interesting. You can kill all these rats, but I'm not going to kill them. So, with that out of the way, we'll wait for the guards to walk away. I think I'm a cop, so I could probably get away with it. Leave, sir. I have things to do. We need to run this way, and we have to get straight back to the start of the stage. Because everything hinges on me getting to the right place at the right time to see what's happening. So I think the shortcut is back where we... No, our shortcut is this way, where we go through these curtains. Let's go through here, and Phantom of the Opera. People who love opera. We need to escape through this way. And what we're going to do is go through this little door, up these stairs, and we're going to head to the top, very tippy top floor of this level, where we're going to watch the opera experience and watch the performance. This light room here. So, I remember talking about chandeliers. What I want you to do is pay attention to this chandelier, and pay attention to what happens when our friend here really method acts his way into making this an absolute cinematic experience. Where I keep the detonator handy. I placed a mine up there, but we're gonna watch here. So we all know here that we gave him the fake pistol. We gave him the real pistol. So it won't be our fault that something were to happen. And our famous actor has really given into his role of being a dead man. Now, probably wondering, how are we gonna kill this senator? Well, these two are best pals, and he's gonna want to check up on his friend, as we see right about now, I believe. gonna get like a small cutscene for it. There he goes. Oh no, he's dead. I have to go check on him myself. And what's gonna happen is he's gonna trip. And when he trips, well, we have a surprise for him. Crushed by a chandelier. Huh, what a way to go. And we didn't have to kill anybody. Well, except the guy we pushed down the stairs. But, you know, he shouldn't have spotted me. And we're just gonna take some guns as souvenirs because we need these guns for later. Man, somebody died in the theater. Now, let me go get changed. This mission is relatively short, so this is going to be a relatively short episode, and just so you know, I record this series as 3 at a time, as I mentioned in the first episode. So if you have comments telling me how I should have done things, well, I might get them a little bit too late, as I'll be starting the next mission afterwards. But let's escape this area. We did a good job in this mission, and we're gonna go straight to a cutscene. For those who played Hitman Contracts, they'll understand what this scene is. It sort of ties into the final mission of the Hitman Contracts game, where 47 was wounded in Paris, and he recently killed an American ambassador called Richard Delahunt. And this scene follows that, where the person with that handgun is the one that shot him, probably disguised as a police officer. And as you see, we have one witness, which probably the guy in the blue. So that is unfortunate. Not the silent assassin I was hoping to get, but you know what? These things tend to happen. But what is our score? We got the specialists. Not necessarily silent assassin worthy, but you know, we did our best. Everything went wrong the moment I jinxed myself. So let's continue. Damage control. And I'm definitely going to pay off that witness. The less notoriety, the better. And now we have... Normally, if I didn't get caught, we'd see the images of the famous tenor themselves. See, like I did with the last episode, just take a look at what we have. If people want to translate, please do tell me what these say in French, because I really don't know what they say in French, because it sounds pretty interesting. But what we have here is Le Cochon Rouge restaurant in that place. I don't know if that's a reference to any other of the games, but that's definitely not. That's just an advertisement. As per usual, I am going to just hover over these and pause them and give you a chance to pause and read them yourself. They'll read the main article itself. This one's a little sad though about an exploding kitty. Ugh, very terrible thing. And next we have this one that refers to the presidential race that is happening, and it appears that a vice president has been assassinated. For those who don't know, well, it's kind of related to what's happening. Maybe we'll see what happens. Please, if anybody again wants to translate this little bottom one that says "Oui, monsieur," please tell me what it says, because I'm really curious what it says. Next, we have the set of information here. Brazilian ambassador to Kenya shot dead in Brussels. Ooh. How to replace an American vice president. So I'm gonna zoom into this so you can pause here to read that one, and then I'm gonna scroll here and zoom out so you can read this one if you so choose to do so. And as per usual, our presidential election is going well. Frank Morgan is taking down Mr. Stewart. Oh, he's got a surge of votes. Maybe it has to be related to whatever happened to the VP. Who knows? But to the main article itself. Specialists wanted by police. Alvaro Del Valle killed. Police suspect blood money is involved. Paris, 18th of March 2004. Paris police confirmed this morning that world-famous tenor Alvaro Del Valle, Secretary Richard Delahunt were killed at the famous Garnier Opera House yesterday. The singer and Mr. Delahunt were believed to be victims in a violent episode that caused one additional death. The other victim was an innocent bystander who just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Investigators also report that 3 shots were fired by the assassin, judging from the bullet holes and cartridges found on the crime scene. The crime scene reportedly offers insufficient evidence to the profile of the perpetrator effectively. Residents in the area reported that they heard a succession of what sounded like gunshots. Paris police are at the moment questioning a witness that escaped the scene. The police have no information about the killer's appearance, but they're pretty sure it's a male. Alvaro de Lavade's perfectionism was legendary in the opera world where it paid off in terms of his consistently astonishing technical brilliance of his performances, but it had its dark side. Rumors of an explosive temper and eccentric sexual appetite dogged him throughout his otherwise illustrious career. Some leading ladies of the opera refused to perform with him. Some operas blacklisted him. In 1997, a Bulgarian court attempted to prosecute him for the statutory R-word of a 13-year-old girl. The case was ultimately dropped when the girl first declined to testify, then simply disappeared. Prosecutors even tried to pin the girl's disappearance on Delavade, but her body was eventually discovered in a hollow at the bottom of a steep ravine, and her death was ruled as suicide. The episode hurt Delavade professionally. Though he was never convicted of a crime, his reputation had been soiled enough to reduce international demand for his performances. Critics have called him the greatest cavaradossi in the history of opera. Whatever his personal failings, his performance in his production of Puccini's Tosca was eagerly anticipated by opera enthusiasts. And that, people, is where I'm gonna leave off for this episode of Hitman Blood Money, where I, Justin Parnell, who edits things, also does Let's Plays, will keep going on with this game until we reach the inevitable end of it. However, I'll see you all in the next episode of this game, and I'll be seeing you all soon. Have a good day, folks, and I'll see you around. Take it easy.